What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Thanks to this last trailer, we finally know how the first 15 to 20 minutes of Avengers Endgame are going to go. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know any of this stuff, this may not be the video for you, but we're going to break down a Reddit post posted by the user HypedUp80 that actually hits right on the money. Using some simple pictures, you can tie some things together and figure out exactly how the beginning's going to go. We're going to break it all down, but first, if you could, hit the subscribe button. We're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on the video, then hit the notification bell, and if you want, stick around at the end of the video. I'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, like I said, this was a Reddit post by user HypedUp80. I'll go ahead and link it in the descriptions if you guys want to go check that out. But here it is, and he goes real simply through some comparison pictures of Infinity War and the Avengers Endgame trailer we've seen to discern what's going on at the beginning and then where the time jump takes place. So first of all, you can see Nat's hair and Steve's beard. On the left, you have Nat from Infinity War with the blonde bob, and on the right, you see her in the beginning of what is presumably Avengers Endgame with the same blonde bob. That means that this is right after Infinity War, weeks, months, actually probably even closer than that, and it has just taken place. Then on the bottom there, you can see Steve's beard, and on the right, Steve's beard and pushed back hairstyle. Again, this must have taken place right after Infinity War, so there's some sort of time lapse, but it's not much. Weeks, a month tops. He goes on to say that means that Steve, Bruce, Rhodey, and Nat will meet Carol early on. I agree. Thor sitting in the corner interacting with Carol, and then he goes ahead and lines this up with Scott Lydwig's tweets from earlier. Now, I did videos on Scott Lydwig tweets. They came in droves. Obviously, we appreciated it at YouTube. He didn't just put it all up at once, but this was the specific breakdown that he saw at the shareholders meeting, and it lines up with this. I think we just got basically a different edit, a slightly different edit with maybe less footage in between. They just chopped up what they showed at the shareholders meeting. He says, considering Carol's outfit, this is likely to be a bit after the scene where Carol first shows up. Sure, she probably just changed her clothes. Also, Nebula is in the scene, which means that Tony and Nebula get to Earth early on. That's what he's saying about this, and him asking if the message is old. Maybe he's not referring to the Ant-Man archive that they showed, but rather to a different one. We know Marvel loves to mislead, and then them all standing outside of the Avengers mansion is looking at the incoming Tony. I like what he says, is anybody there? We're coming in hot, because they probably figured out a way to get it into orbit and didn't really worry about how they would land the ship. He goes on to say that is why Steve asks, is this an old message? That's what I was saying. Considering Scott's tweets, and then he goes on to see here, considering Scott's tweets after everybody gets together at Avengers HQ, and we know that Captain Marvel's like, hey, let's go fight Thanos. They probably go fight Thanos, right? And that's what these scenes are here. That's why they're not in their quantum costumes. That's why it looks like absolute destruction, and we've kind of guessed this may be the Avengers mansion. Then he goes on to say the time jump takes place after that. So now we're talking lapse 6 months, lapse a year, maybe even 2 or 5. That's when Scott Lang comes out, and what I really like is that he points out, and I had seen this other places, that you can see in the background there behind him, whatever amount of time has lapsed, there's a plant that has grown all the way up the front of the house. So right there in that scene, you can see that has been left that long since the decimation, and that's probably what, maybe 1 season change, because it's definitely into spring now. So I would say maybe a year's gone by or so. And then he points out Nat's hair, which other people have too. It's much longer. You can see it's red now and grown out. Only a little bit of blonde remains, and that's this scene here. He also points out all of the Lego leaks, which we have done individually leaked here at the channel as well. And then says, you know, hey, these quantum suits may come in. And then that's where the question is, well, of course, if the Avengers mansion is destroyed, and that's where we see them fighting, and then they're all back in the Avengers mansion with these quantum suits, maybe what they do is they go into the quantum realm to fix this, and then they decide while they're in the quantum realm, hey, let's go home, because this isn't the version where the mansion was destroyed. And they go back to the mansion after we see it destroyed in the first 20 minutes. Okay, guys, a lot to break down here. I really like this post. Like I said, shout out to HypedUp80, man. Thanks for taking the time. There was a comment, I think the top comment on Reddit was like, you know, this is a quality post. Yeah, bro, definitely a quality post. I'll link that in the description. Also, heads up, this is on the Marvel Spoilers Reddit page. It's different than the Marvel Studios Reddit page. Don't get it twisted. If you don't want to know this kind of stuff, don't go there. Legit. But straight up, I think this is awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros at the 300 and 400,000 subscriber mark. We're also giving away tickets to go see Avengers Endgame once they go on sale in a couple of weeks. If you want to win this stuff, all you got to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on this video, then hit the notification bell, because the more videos that you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.